This program is brought to you by Harvey Norman. Shop in store and online. Best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed.
Welcome back to beautiful Hobart. We are at the North Hobart Footy Club. Lovely to see everyone. We're nice and fired up tonight, which I very much appreciate. Now, the Shine Awards. I love these. We talk about them every single year. It's a wonderful partnership between the Weekly Times and Harvey Norman. And it is about celebrating the women of regional Australia who do incredible things. The winner last year was our next guest, Danny Mason-Kinder. She is with the Be Kinder Foundation. It is, of course, established in memory of her beautiful 12-year-old daughter, Billy. Now, we've had big chats last year about the foundation, about what it does, and here we are getting ready for somebody else to step into the shoes and have their opportunity in the moment. But what did winning the Shine Awards overall do for yourself and for the Be Kinder Foundation?
Winning the Shine Awards was, I guess it was it was a great honour, but it really did catapult not only myself, but the charity, the Be Kinder Foundation. I think to have someone believe in you, Katie Page from Harvey Norman and Penny Fowler from the Weekly Times, News Corp, to have someone believe in you and believe in what you're doing, I guess gave me confidence to take it to the next level. From that, we've got a partnership with them as well. And yeah, it's just been game-changing for me. So
what's something that the foundation was just on the verge of doing, but because of the win, because of the support, you've now been able to do in the past 12 months?
I think we were sort of on that tipping point. The thing about Be Kinder, it's all about empowering children to become kinder, more empathetic and more compassionate. But people think about kindness and they think about soft gestures and fluffy things. Be Kinder is really about shifting attitudes and systems and the way that we value each other. And I think we want to build a culture, kindness is building a culture where I guess it's all about policy and education, leadership and community. It's not just a fluffy kindness. And what winning the Shine Awards did was mean that we've now employed a full-time national charity manager.
Fantastic.
Thank you to Harvey Norman. She started last week, actually, which is very exciting. And yeah, it's just given us, I guess, the credibility to move that step further. We have our resources that go into primarily primary schools. And we have our Be Kinder program, which is student-led. So it's all about role modelling. It's all about, I guess, believing in our younger generation and empowering them to step up.
I've got my two beautiful girls who are in Year 5 and in Year 2. Yeah. So they're right in the middle of this. What is the sort of thing that you are trying to get them to be aware of in their age group in primary schools?
Yeah, I mean, we've all heard the mental health statistics. Suicide is still the biggest, suicide is the leading cause of death amongst our young children. And 1 in 7 primary school students has a mental health disorder and 1 in 4 in secondary school. And I think, there's a lot of band-aiding that goes on. I know there's a lot of people trying to do some really good things, but instead of band-aiding once these problems have occurred, Be Kinder is all about going in early intervention and prevention. And it really is about empowering our children to make them seen and heard. They all have a voice, every single one of them. We need to believe in them. We need to empower them to believe in themselves. And that's what Be Kinder does.
Are we kinder than we were 10 years ago? Is it tougher? Is there something that's unique to regional Australia that seems to be kinder than pretty tough cities?
Look, the Shine Award highlights regional and rural women, and everybody has a story. I think that's what we forget sometimes, is that everyone has a story. Everyone does remarkable things, and it's about being given the voice to be able to come forward with that. Are we kinder? No, I don't think so. I don't think we would be. I don't think we'd have everything that's going on in the world going on if we were a kinder generation. But I think on the ground, everybody wants to do their bit. And, these children, there's 10 and 12-year-olds committing suicide, taking their own lives. And it's not just their tragedy, it's a tragedy for all of us, and we're all accountable.
Well, and when we were raising money for the Kids Helpline, right, we're talking to a father, just this year again, a 12-year-old girl, and I talk about it a lot, right, which is, and I just turn to the audience to say that I know there's always sort of that reflexive part of us, part of us that's a little bit, harden up, toughen up. What about this to generate? The kids aren't all right for a whole bunch of different reasons, a whole bunch of different pressures that are on them, which means any resource that we possibly can to give ourselves collectively another tool to help give them a tool to deal with the world that they deal with, because it's not the one that we dealt with. It's a really positive thing to do. Again, BeKinderFoundation.org is the way you can get in touch with Danny and the team, BeKinderFoundation.org. Now, in terms of the Shine Awards, if you would like national attention given to somebody who, like Danny and her team, have been doing great work and they don't expect any of it, which makes it an even bigger surprise. Nominations are at theshineawards.com.au or send an email to online@theweeklytimes.com.au. Each of the different category winners and the youth winner will receive a $2,500 Harvey Norman voucher. The overall Shine winner gets a further $5,000 on top of that. So please, round of applause for Danny and everyone involved in the Shine Awards. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Again, the Be Kinder Foundation